Mike from The Successor, and this week I'd like to ask you to think about your recruitment policy. Now, people in your business, they can be your greatest asset or your greatest liability, and I specifically want to target a recent experience I had with a business using a recruitment company. Now, straight out of the gate, I'm not saying all recruitment companies are bad, I'm not saying all recruitment companies act in this unprofessional manner, but it is an industry that is renowned for strong terms and conditions, excessive billing, poor service, even recruiting people and placing them and then re-tapping them up at a later day and replacing them for another fee. The counter of that is there's a lot of recruitment companies who actually do a good job and don't do any of that. So maybe you can relate to some of the positive or negative experiences when recruiting in your business. But here's the situation. We had a business that was recruiting a number of people, and they've got a recruitment company involved, and the process goes something like you agree the fees, sign the T's and C's. They give you all the sort of sales pitch about how they profile people, and then we'll send you a CV. So my point today is why the last thing that you should be looking at is a CV. And also, if you were to follow this next piece of advice, that you may not even need a recruitment company. So the process that I'm going to take you through now is how to recruit against your core values instead of a CV. And the caveat that goes around this is, I highly recommend that you recruit for character and train for skills. Now, I do accept that there is just some jobs that need high skill sets immediately to do the job. Although, if you look deep at this, there is also quite a few jobs that, don't necessarily need full and final skills that can be trained. So, if you have core values in your business, the first thing that you need to do is, number one, is to ask the person who's applying to write you a short note against those core values. Here at The Successor, we've got 10 core values, and I've put a link in to those so you can check those out. And what you're trying to do in this section is get a fit. Is there a fit for this person? Are they the right type of person for you? Do they share the same values? Do they buy into the ethos of your company? And, because if they don't, it doesn't matter how skilled they are, if they're going to be awkward, they don't buy into the vision, they're not going to serve your customers right, they're going to be not as punctual as you, they don't buy into those values, then, that relationship between you as an employer and that new employee is going to be sort of difficult, from the outset. It's going to upset existing staff who are bought into that relationship, and again, you may be able to relate to some of these issues. So, secondly, once you've actually got the core values of your business down and you've asked the person to write a note about your core values, you can evaluate that and see if that fit is applicable. And if it is, then what I would then recommend is set up a telephone interview. And you've obviously got a job description done, and maybe that's point zero in true thinking about it. So your job description's done, but you're not going to talk around that. You're going to talk around those core values. You're going to listen to what they're going to say. Ask them challenging questions on each of your core values, and around their answers. I think you'll get a lot more reality out of asking the questions on their answers to your core values than you would just reading it and taking it at face value. You could obviously finish that last call off with any questions on the job role. So what you've actually done, you've simplified the process to say, I'm not really interested in a CV. I'm actually interested if you fit with the values of my company. You've actually had an open discussion with him as a person, one-on-one, not employer to employee, just as a person around core values, to establish if that fit is there and it's strong. And then thirdly, you can cover off any questions on the job role. And if that's applicable, then I would ask them to send a CV in for the experience, or a resume about what jobs they've done previously or what qualifications that they have. And that's really point 3. So really finishing off at point 4, if the person meets your core values, you've had an open discussion to share those values, just like you would with somebody, if you went out on a casual, day off, just having a chat with somebody in the park, somebody with a pint in a pub, that's what type of chat you're having about core values, what's important. So you've got energy, that passion, and you can judge it how they would manage your customers that way as well. And, if there's a fit on experience, then bring them in. You've just saved yourself a ton of time. You've saved yourself a ton of effort. If you're using a tool like Infusionsoft, you can automate that process where they can answer your questions on the core values online. One thing that people don't always realise is how versatile Infusionsoft is, and to use it for a recruitment purpose and a shortlisting purpose is a fantastic tool. It saves you a lot of time, sat in interviews that don't go anywhere, or serial interviews who just turn up for the sake of getting experience. And it really does allow you to bring forward that diluted set of candidates that absolutely meet your values, meet your criteria, have got the basic skills. And even if, and assuming it's not job critical, but even if they're a little bit short on skills, there's so much grant funding around these days to train people on certain skills. You can always get them up to speed quickly and bring them in. But trust me, it's better to have a semi-skilled person in your business that is a direct fit for your business than a highly skilled person who's a bad fit for your business. And you can avoid yourself a lot of troubles. So I hope that's been helpful, and why you don't need a CV to recruit, and certainly that does take out the recruitment company. How you would do it without a recruitment company, I suppose is an extra point, is social channels today. Advertise your job position. We're looking for a superstar in this role or a superstar in that role. You can even maybe subscribe to things like LinkedIn Sales Navigator or Sales Pro or LinkedIn Pro. It's going to cost you about £60 a month, and then you could pick out all the people to target of there. Running it for a free trial, target everybody, and then if you did close it down, the £60 you paid LinkedIn for the Pro version, it's going to be a lot cheaper than you're going to pay the recruitment companies. So, one, get your job spec. Two, make sure you've got your core values understood. Three, ask them to write a couple of paragraphs around each core value. Four, if it's any good, set up a telephone call and have a conversational chat, not an interview with them, an informal chat. Five, cover the job role and interest and any qualifications. Six, call them in for an interview if necessary. And to do that, wrap it out, push that out on social, and avoid yourself heavy recruitment fees. Recruit your own people to your own fee, and I'm sure you'll get a lot better results being in control. So that's it from Mike for this week. So go do the hustle, go make it happen, and we'll catch up with you on the other side.